Hello everyone, welcome to IAS with Arihant. Student, as you know, every day at 9 p.m. we are discussing about the Indian polity, and this session is going to be beneficial for those students who is preparing for UPSC examination as well as for the state PSC examination students. This series is called as Prelims Possible, and it is totally based on a book that is specially published by Arihant, Prelims Possible, and it is available for other subject also. And we are discussing questions related to the basically polity in this session, as well as in the today's session, we are going to discuss about the President as well as the Vice President of India. So the session is going to be very important, as well as those who are very new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, press the bell icon, as well as share this video with your friends also, so they can also get the benefit of same session students. Okay, so let's start the session. Okay, everyone. So before that, as I told you, this session is based on a book that is Prelims Possible, and there are lots of features that this book contains, and it is a very unique book. It is making me, there's some data that make different from the other publications and other book students. This book is means it contain a very unique means arrangement of the chapters, and after that students, these chapters are divided into topics, and there's a topical mind map. This book is 100% error free. There's a very great explanation with each and every question. Along with that, students, there's a knowledge plus for the typical questions, and there's a 3500 plus PYQ bullets. Okay, so in the last of this book, so that will help you in the revision, students. So let's start with the session, and today we are going to start the chapter 11, President of India. And students, we already discussed 3 topics, and this is the 4th topic of this chapter. So here we are going to discuss about the president and their tenure and offices, okay, and some important factual data, students. So as we all know, the first president of India is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and he is the longest serving president of India, students. So on 26th of January 1950 to 13th of May 1962, he was the president of India. Okay, after that, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Sir, he became the second president of India. Initially, he was the vice president, and he is the first vice president of India, students. Okay, I will discuss about the fact also, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Sir, and on the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Sir, we are discussing about, means we are celebrating the Teachers' Day, that is on 5th of September, students, and it is on the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Sir. Student, the tenure of, as we already discussed in a chapter, basically when president enter into office, from that day, next 5 years he will be in the office. Okay, so it is calculated, it is basically counted on the day when he enter into the office, students. Then the first Muslim president as well as the first president who died during the office, he was the Dr. Zakir Hussain Sir. So on 13th of May 1967, he became President of India. And what you find, students, 3rd of May 1969, he was died. And we already discussed, once President is died or President position is vacant, at that time, students, this position is going to fill by the Vice President. And let's suppose Vice President is not available, then there will be Chief Justice of India who will take care for this post. And if let's suppose CGI is also not there, then in that case, there will be Supreme Court senior most judge will take the charges. But there is a condition, if this office is going to vacate, it is very important, it must fill by election within 6 months from the date of vacancy, students. So for this first time when Zakir Hussain Sir was died, at that time, students, the VP, basically the Vice President was V.V. Giri. So who took the charges, but as he want to participate, he want to contest the election for president, so he resigned. So when he resigned, students, at that time, now this president as well as vice president post became vacant. So there was a Chief Justice of India, Justice M. Hidayatullah. Okay, and for the first time, students, Chief Justice of India assumed the charges of president, and this was 1969, students. After that, election was conducted, and the V.V. Giri, who resigned from the post of vice president, he became president. He elected as a president on 3rd of May 1969, and basically 20th of July 90 so basically VV Giri elected as president on 24th of August 1969, and he will be the president of India till 24th of August 1974. But as I told you already, students, VV Giri was here, and he took the charges for only approximately 1.5 months, and after that, students, he resigned, and then Justice M. Hidayatullah took the charges for the vice, means at the position of the president of India. Election was conducted, VV Giri won the election, and student, there are some important fact. Okay, so first and longest tenured president of India, basically Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The president who also worked as vice president of India first, he was basically Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Shortest tenure, Zakir Hussain Sir, because he was died, and first Muslim president and first president who died in the office tenure, students. Okay, I hope this data is clear to you. Now we are going to see another very important thing. Number is also very important. Who is the first president? Who is the second president? So I'm just writing here. The first president was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The second was Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Sir. Third was Zakir Hussain Sir. Fourth was VV Giri, and fifth president was Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. Okay, so he took charges on 24th of August 1974, and students, he also died in the office term. So he was the second Muslim president and he died in the office term, students. At that time, B.D. Jatti was the acting president, okay, because he was the vice president at that time. So he took the charges, and then election was conducted, and condition is that within 6 months election must be conducted. Then Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy, students, he is no youngest president. Initially he was the youngest president, Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy, but there is one very important fact: unopposedly he elected. Unopposedly elected. Okay, and after that, students, what you see, Gyani Jail Singh. Okay, he was the first Sikh president of India, and his tenure was completed on 25th of July 1987, and he started working from 25th of July 1982, students. After that, R. Venkatraman, and he took charges on 25th of July and in 1987, and he worked up to the 1992. Then Shankar Dayal Sharma became the president of India. Student, he was from my university where I did my masters. Okay, so there is especially a room in hostel is on the name, means it is a special room when someone going to top the university or they are in the hostel or someone topper, he is getting the same room. Okay, so Shankar Dayal Sharma, 25th of July 1992, he took the charge as a president, and he will function up to 1997. Students, sometime in your examination, they are going to correlate the data with the then prime minister. Okay, so let's suppose someone going to ask who was the president when for the first time basically Atal Bihari Vajpayee sir took the oath as a prime minister. So this is another important type of question sometime they are going to create. Okay, everyone. So R. Venkatramani was the oldest president. Okay, and once again I am writing number here. He was the 6th president, Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy. Gyani Jail Singh was the 7th. R. Venkatramani was the 8th. Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma was the 9th, students. Then K.R. Narayanan was here, and he was the first scheduled caste. Okay, see in your examination these type of data means these factual data they are also trying to collect. So first scheduled caste president of India was K.R. Narayanan sir, and he was president till 2002. After that, the missile man, the APJ Abdul Kalam sir, became the president of India, students, from 2002 to 2007, and he was the 11th president of India. Okay, K.R. Narayanan sir was the 10th president of India. After that, Pratibha Devi Singh Patil ma'am, she became the president in 2007, and she was president till 2012. And students, then Pranab Mukherjee. Okay, and there was a question recently in examination, I hope it is not visible to you. Okay, let's means arrange it. Okay, I hope here. So what you see, students, basically Pratibha Devi Singh Patil. Okay, we are discussing about the Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Mukherjee was means a person who is you can say he was an economist also. So basically he was the part of the planning commission too. So this is also very important. It means a question was in this format. The president who was also worked as a part of planning commission. Okay, so he was basically Pranab Mukherjee sir. Okay, so 2012 to 2017 he was the president of India. After that, the second Dalit president of India, Dr. Ram Nath Kovind. So he was the president till 2022, after 2027. And students, the present president is Draupadi Murmu ma'am, and she is the second woman president of India. Okay, second woman president, and she is the first tribal woman president. And after that, students, she is the youngest one, youngest president of India, youngest president of India. So these data you need to collect, and these data you need to remember. I hope you all getting it. So this is about the mind map, and this will help you a lot, okay, for your examination. Now we are going to discuss MCQ based on the this chapter and these type of question, you can say. So now basically the first question: who among the following president held office for 2 consecutive terms? And this was in Uttarakhand PSC, Bihar PSC, UP PSC. This question was asked at the multiple places, okay, at the multiple examination. So just opt very carefully. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad, S. Radhakrishnan, Dr. Zakir Hussain, and both A and B. So who was the president who president for 2 times, and it is in consecutive format. So student, as we know, Dr. Rajendra Prasad became president in 1950. Okay, when in 1952 then election is going to be conducted, and he will be president till 1962. And students, Dr. Rajendra Prasad sir became president 2 times. Okay, as well as he is the longest serving president of India. Okay, and if you see S. Radhakrishnan sir, he president for 1 time, and he was the first vice president and 2-time vice president, students. Okay, Zakir Hussain sir, he was the first Muslim president. Okay, and students, he died in office tenure. Okay, getting it? So these are some data that you need to remember for the examination. Okay, I hope you all getting it. If you feel doubt, if you feel difficulties, just discuss with us. Now if you see, Dr. Rajendra Prasad held office for 2 consecutive terms from the 1950 to 1957, and then 1957 to 1962. He was the first president of independent India and also the longest serving president, and he was dedicated follower of Mahatma Gandhi, actively participated in Indian freedom struggle like non-cooperation movement as well as Quit India movement, students. So non-cooperation movement was started in 1920, students, as well as the Quit India movement was started in 1942, students. So it's this both movement was started by Gandhiji. So both are impacted very well over the in the Indian history. Okay, so we will discuss about that also in the history class, as well as sir is already discussing these things with you. Okay, see the second question: the first president of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, belonging to which state? So this question was in Bihar PSC, as well as it is in came to examination this examination is conducted twice. Okay, because maybe some paper leak was there. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad, students, he was belonging to, okay, so he was belonging to Siwan, and Siwan is in Bihar. So he was belonging to Bihar, students. Okay, so option A is going to be right for the same, as I'm going to give some important data, as lots of data we already discussed. So as he is the first president of India, we already discussed about the same. He belonged to Bihar. Rajendra Prasad born on 3rd of December 1884 in Siwan district of Bihar, students. Okay, let's suppose you are going to participate in Bihar examination, then you need to remember the village also, Jiradai. Okay, he supported Gandhi during the Satyagraha movement, indigo planter in Champaran, Bihar. Later he quit his lucrative career as a lawyer in 1920 and jumped into the Indian freedom struggle. He participated in non-corporation movement. He participated in Quit India movement. In 1946, he served as a food and agriculture minister in the interim government. 1946 to 1949, we already discussed, he was the president of Constituent Assembly, and he unanimously elected as president in 1950. And after the first general election, he chosen as president again. In 1957, he elected as president and remained till 1962 students. So see, this data is going to be more than sufficient if you're going to participate in examination. Getting it? Now see the third question. So third question says that ki among the following president of India, who is known as philosopher king or the philosopher ruler? Okay, so basically he worked a lot over the Hindutva, Vedanta. Okay, that's why he considered as the philosopher king student, philosopher president, or you can say the philosopher king. Okay, so just choose the right answer for the same, and as I already told you, we are going to discuss each and everything. Okay, so what is right answer for the same, students? So see, basically Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan sir was he was a researcher, he was a scholar. Okay, he written lots of books. His research even read today. Okay, in the Western in the Western world also. So basically, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan sir was the first Vice President of India, and he was the second President of India, students. Okay, so as his research are in the Hindutva and Vedanta, so basically he is considered a philosopher ruler. Okay, there is a nickname for each and every President of India, students. So Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan sir is the President of India who known as philosopher king or philosopher ruler. We already discussed he was the first Vice President of India and second President of India, students. So now, which one of the following President of India has been the Governor of Bihar? Okay, now he also worked as Governor of Bihar. It is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, S.D. Sharma, Zakir Hussain or V.V. Giri. So who also worked as Bihar Governor. So he worked for approximately 5 years, and later he became Vice President, and later he became President of India, students. So basically, if you see, Dr. Rajendra Prasad never be the governor of any state. Shankar Dayal Sharma is here, Zakir Hussain sir is here, V.V. Giri is here, and all 4 worked as a President of India. But sometime you need to remember there are some Vice President who also worked as President of India. So this is very important. If you see here, Zakir Hussain sir, in 1957 he became the Governor of Bihar. Okay, and then he became Vice President in 1962, and after that in 1967 he became the President of India. But as we already discussed, in 1969 he was died. Okay, in the office time only. So Dr. Zakir Hussain has been the Governor of Bihar before becoming the President of India. He was the Governor of Bihar from 6th of July 1957 to 11th of May 1962. He became Vice President from 13th of May 1962 to 12th of May 1967, and then he became the President of India again 1967 till 1969. Then he was died. Okay, now see the next question. It was in Chhattisgarh PSC. Students, I hope you all getting data perfectly. Those who watching this session in recording format, you not need to worry for anything. Just go with the piece. Okay, everyone. Now, which of the following president appeared in the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court was hearing the presidential election dispute? Okay, so which of the following president appeared in the Supreme Court when Supreme Court was hearing the presidential election dispute, students? Okay, so Dr. Zakir Hussain, V.V. Giri, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed and Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy. So now this is a story based data, students. Okay, Students, there is an article number 71. Article 71 says that if there is any dispute between president and vice president election, then this dispute is taken care by Supreme Court, and the judgment of Supreme Court is going to be the supreme. What you find, students, when in 1969, when Zakir Hussain sir was died, okay, then VV Giri became the vice president, he became the acting president of India. Then he resigned, students, okay, and again he participated, after resign he participated as the president candidate, okay, and he won the election, and basically he defeated a Congress candidate named as Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy as an independent, okay. After election, Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy made an allegation ki there is some rigging, there is some misconduct, okay everyone. So what you see, students, at that time 5 member bench had under the Sikri, and basically they ruled in the favor of VV Giri sir, okay. So it was the time 1970, and basically VV Giri was the president at that time, and this dispute was tackled in the Supreme Court, okay. So see, I'm just sharing the data here. VV Giri, okay, he appeared in the Supreme Court when Supreme Court was hearing the presidential election dispute, and the presidential election held in 1969 where VV Giri defeated the Congress, we already discussed, a Congress candidate named as Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy. And students, after election, Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy made an allegation that they misconducted this election and filed a petition. After that, Sikri was the justice of that bench. He gave judgment in the favor of VV Giri. Okay, everyone. Now we have the next question. It was in UP, RO and ARO. So, which of the following Indian president who served as Speaker of Lok Sabha? Very important question, students. Okay, and this is a factual data also. So name is here: Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, Shankar Dayal Sharma, Zakir Hussain and Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy. So Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy has lots of factual data. He was the basically chief minister, first chief minister, okay, of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, I have to check this data once again. Okay, please check it you also. Okay, and he elected independently, okay, as well as initially he was the youngest one, but he's no more youngest one. Along with that, students, he also served as Speaker of Lok Sabha. So he also served as initially as a Speaker of Lok Sabha. I hope you all getting it. So Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy is going to be right answer for the same, and he was the Lok Sabha Speaker for 1967 to 1969. Okay, because after that he is going to participate in the president election, students. I hope you all getting it. Okay, everyone. Now see the next question, the 7th question. It was in UPPSC as well as multiple time, and then Maharashtra PSC. The Chief Justice of India who performed as acting president for some time. We already discussed in 1969 when Zakir Hussain sir was died. At that time, VV Giri took the charges as a president of India, but he also resigned. So these both constitutional posts became vacant. After that, students, there is a provision for Chief Justice of India is going to take the charges as a acting president. So at that time, Justice M. Hidayatullah was the president, he was the CJI. So he served as president of, or he act as president of India, students. I hope you all getting it. So it is very simple, and if you see the answer, the Chief Justice of India who performed as the acting president for some time was M. Hidayatullah. So Muhammad Hidayatullah was the 11th Chief Justice of India, 1968 to 70, and he was the 6th Vice President of India. He also going to work as a Vice President in 1979, And students, he was the first Chief Justice of India who served as acting President of India from 20th of July 1969 to 24th of August 1969. And he served as 11th CGI of India for this much time, students. I hope you all getting it. So these data is going to help you in your examination sometime. So yes, you must see it carefully, and you must make a proper factual notes. And as I already told you, this session is totally based on this book, and students explanation are this much is going to helpful. You are going to write the facts as well as the data that is mentioned with this book in the mains, students. So you must go with the same. Now, who among the following president who exercise a power which is a pocket veto in constitutional terminology? It is not mentioned in our Indian constitution, but there is a veto concept automatically arise. So pocket veto is basically a power where president can withhold a bill for indefinite period of time. So who performed this, who did this, and who used the pocket veto for the first time, students? So there was a post office amendment bill in 1986. Now I just given a hint to you. At that time this bill was withheld by the then President of India, and he was Gyani Jail Singh. So Gyani Jail Singh withhold the bill. Then basically government tried to introduce impeachment procedure, but he resigned earlier. Okay everyone. So Gyani Jail Singh exercised a power is pocket veto in the constitutional terminology. A pocket veto is such veto in which the president neither ratify nor reject nor return the bill, but simply keep the bill for indefinite period of time, and he used pocket veto to refuse assent to the Post Office Amendment Bill 1986 to show his opposition to the bill, students. Getting it? Easy. Now, this question was in Madhya Pradesh PSC, arranged in an appropriate order, President of India. So there is a 4 name, and you have to write down the data when means according to the time period. So Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy, R. Venkat Raman, Gyani Jail Singh, and Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. So what you find, students, Neelam Sanjeevan Reddy became the President of India in 1977. Okay everyone. So see, as I told you, the data is going to important for you. Okay, 1977, and he will be the president till 1982 for 5 years. R. Venkat Ramani, he became President of India, and students he became president in 1987 to 1992, and then Gyani Jail Singh was in 1982 to 1987. In the same time, students, Indian Post Office Amendment Bill was introduced, and he withheld it. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, 1974 to 1977, as he was died. So if you are going to arrange in chronology format, the 4 is 4, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so 4, 1, 3, 2 is going to be right answer, means the D is going to be the correct answer for the same data, students. I hope you all okay. So we already discussed about the time period already, and this is written in this explanation portion too, to understand for your examination. So just keep with the intact with the data, students. Now, which of the following president is called as missile man, students? So he's a very great personality, and we all know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir is the person who means he is called as the missile man of India, students. So because he was the chief executive of integrated guided missile development program. So this is also very, very important. Now see the 11th question. What is the sequence number of Srimati Pratibha Devi Singh Patil as a president of India? Okay, so students, we already discussed that the datas are important. Okay, so I given you the number also. Okay, so this is important. If you see, she functioned since 2007 to 2012. Okay, and who is the president now? So in 2022 to 2027, basically Draupadi Murmu ma'am, she's chosen as a president of India. Before that, Ram Nath Kovind sir was there from 2017 to 2022. Okay, then 2012 to 2017 there was a person named as Pranab Mukherjee, and before that students Pratibha Devi Singh Patil. So she was the 12th president of India. Okay, and she was the first female president of India, students. So we already discussed about the same data. Now, who among the following president of India was associated with the trade union movement? Okay, so now it is also very important, you must know when the trade union movement was done. Okay, so I'm basically the same person named as V.V. Giri. He was the president of India who associated the trade union movement, students. Okay, now we did not give him any real power but made his position one of the authority and dignity. Who said this position about the president of India, students? So as you know, the president position is a nominal position, there is no very real power. So basically, who was the person who said about this post? Okay, so you'll see Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru sir was the prime minister, first prime minister of India, and he commented in the Constituent Assembly, students. Okay, now, so this is about the data, this is about the president of India. Student, we have to discuss about the vice president too, but we will do in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so this is about the president chapter. We completed president chapter successfully. If you feel any doubt and difficulties anytime, I'm always open to you. I'm always ready to discuss for any data. So thank you so much for joining and listening, students. We'll meet soon, everyone.